This is the future.
So, I finally got my first Incarnon weapon for this week after that bug wherein I did not see week 6 Incarnon selection. It turns out that I was just too fast and I needed to restart my game so I can have the week 6 Incarnon. For this week, instead of going with the hate, I did get the despair. Why did you get the despair first, squad leader? I don't know, I make bad choices. I'm just kidding. I hate the hate that is when I saw my friend doing nothing with the slam AoE of it. That's the only thing that was appealing for me, so I decided to go with the secondary. Don't get me wrong, Incarnon hate is still good, but I'm just disappointed that the /AoE evolution did not perform well as I expected. That sucks, but let's just move on. Anyway, Incarnon despair becomes a kunai with innate concealed explosive in its Incarnon form. Its explosion has innate heat damage, and its Incarnon form does have massive crit and status chance increase compared to its normal form. It's also worth noting that the explosion radius is about 5 meters, and can be ramped up to 7.2 meters with the help of primed fulmination. While the heat explosion is great and it allows you to kill multiple enemies at once, I find the direct hit more of the damage dealer compared to the AoE part of the Incarnon Dread. With the right build, the Incarnon Dread's direct attack can kill a single target easily. In terms of evolution, I pick the Fatal Affliction perk to increase the direct damage of the weapon per status afflicted into an enemy. This does stack additively with other damage buff bonuses such as Hornet Strike, and the same goes for Galvanized Shots. The other perk does increase multi-shot damage, and it deals another 100% damage with the expense of consuming ammo directly from capacity. While it might be a good perk, but it does consume the charges in Incarnon form and it will drain it within an instance. Switching from normal to Incarnon form is easy with the despair, as it only takes 1 to 3 headshots to evolve, but it's annoying to see your charges deplete so fast in the Incarnon form. For the next evolution, I choose more projectile speed as it affects both normal and Incarnon form, and lastly, I go for critical parallel for its last evolution to increase both critical chance and critical damage. Now my build has the usual crit, galvanized and dual stat setup, but galvanized shot is optional here since it doesn't work with the heat explosion. However, galvanized shot does increase the damage of the direct hit, and it seems like aside from damage and sometimes killing enemies with the AoE heat, it's another way to proc more status so that the innate gun condition overload perk and the galvanized shot will deal more damage in a direct hit. Another thing worth noting about this is that this build needs to ramp up the damage first before seeing that actual insane damage from Incarnon Despair. At first, I tried Cascadia Flare since the Incarnon form does heat procs. While it works and gives me damage within instant, I can't keep the 480% max damage since I need to switch back to normal and Incarnon form with Despair due to its slow charge in the evolved form. This is why I think secondary Merciless is best fitted for this to somehow increase the damage. If you don't have a weapon arcane, then you can remove either Lethal Torrent or the primed faction mod to equip Hornet Strike. Right now, I think Incarnon Despair is the best thrown weapon in the game, not just because of damage, but also in terms of kill speed, as it got some AoE to kill multiple targets at once. While there are other candidates in the game like this, the innate heat made a big difference since it allows you to kill enemies faster compared to other AoE nuking thrown secondary that only has an innate element specific for killing a specific enemy in the game. It's also fast, and you have the Incarnon form that acts as an instant reserve ammo pool, so you don't need to worry about losing too much ammo. In fact, in a Steel Path scenario, I wasn't having any problems in terms of ammunition at all since I only need the ammo to headshot enemies, and then kill them with some sort of infinite ammo in its Incarnon form. It's very efficient and I think you will love it. But if there's an Incarnon weapon I would suggest for this week though, it would be the Dread and the Psy Bear. These two are monsters and you must prioritize getting them first. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.